Today, I will demonstrate fights that the vast majority of players have never seen in their lives. Extremely rare moments that only happen when the game decides to align the time, chapter, character's mood, and sometimes even the specific mission. I put together this top 10 precisely because many people don't even imagine that these fights exist. They are hidden scenes lost in the middle of the camp routine and show sides of the characters that go unnoticed in most playthroughs. So get ready, because today you will get to know the top 10 with the rarest, most unexpected and unbelievable fights of the Van der Linde gang. 2. I'm going to kick off the top 10 with an event that, despite not being a serious fight as we see throughout the video, captures one of those almost mythological moments. The instant when old Hosea swaps elegance for pure stubbornness. It's rare to see the gang's brains descending to a very angry level, but Sean Maguire has the gift of bringing out that dormant side of people. Here the Irishman is still with that energy of someone who has just been rescued from bounty hunters and already thinks he's the life of the party, and Hosea, well, simply decides he's not willing to worship that.
Get up, kid! Get up and do some goddamn work!
It was just...
I ain't interested. Get up and work!
Yes.
Useless sack of crap, this kid is.
Sure.
The result is this little gem from the camp, a surgical kick, a rudeness worthy of an old man losing his patience, and a Sean who probably doesn't even understand why, but accepts it because he's Sean. Moving on to the 9th position, we have Hosea once again getting into a fight, but this time against Bill or Marion for the close friends and for those who want to see him irritated. But unlike the case with Sean, here the old man is not the trigger of the quarrel. It's Bill himself who starts the fight, who that day seemed to have had a good drink, and for some reason that only the drink explains, he decided it was a great idea to challenge the gang's mastermind. Check out this moment when Bill realizes too late that he picked on the wrong person.
So what's wrong with you, you old fool?
Go sleep it off, you drunken buffoon.
Excuse me?
I've excused you quite enough! Go sleep it off, you drunk! Is that clear?
Okay!
Okay.
It's almost poetic, Bill drunk, confident, and completely disconnected from reality, walking towards Hosea as if he had the highest courage status. And then he finds out in the worst way possible that the old man is not just about diplomacy and smooth talk, as he also knows how to end conversations quickly. Coming in at 8th place, we have the debut of Micah III on this list, and of course he doesn't come in with a fair, balanced, or even remotely honorable fight. What happens here is basically a cowardly aggression from the rat against Reverend Swanson. The reason is that classic mix of Micah's disdain for any religious person, combined with the fact that he knows Swanson, besides drinking as if it were part of the liturgy, is also addicted to morphine. In other words, the perfect target for someone who lives poking at weaknesses. If you doubt it, Micah probably has already leafed through the camp's Bible and found a little secret, but what makes this event really interesting is the presence of a third figure, Susan Grinshaw, the matriarch of the camp's order and morality, who appears just when Micah decides to be Micah. And to complete the theater of the absurd, he even tries to serenade her as if he could seduce anyone. Check it out.
What is wrong with you?
I don't like religious types.
He's ill!
Morphine. He's weak. Not ill. Weak and repellent. Man at his worst, hiding behind a pack of lies.
Get lost!
You know, Miss Grimshaw, I bet you were a tiger. In your day. Bye now.
Get up, Reverend! Get up!
How's it going?
Moving on to the 7th spot, we have Bill once again on the list, but this time he's in a fight with Pearson, the gang's cook. This event happens after Sean Maguire's welcome back party. When that storm starts, that ends the celebration. And as expected, everyone is a bit tipsy, kind of talking loudly with that strong smell of booze in the air. That's when Bill steps in, adopting his traditional drunk tough guy pose for the 2nd time in the video. He looks at Pearson and makes the most ironic accusation possible, calling the cook a drunk. Check it out.
Is that right?
Sure is.
Well, the problem with you, Williamson, is that you're all talk.
All talk, huh? And what are you looking at?
Not much.
Minoritian coming in at 6th place, we have another repeat offender on the list, Sean Maguire, but this time he switches roles from punching bag to official aggressor of the round. This event takes place shortly after Kieran joins the gang, after saving Arthur's life at the 6-point cabin. The atmosphere is still one of mistrust, but Kieran is trying to do everything right, walking carefully, speaking softly, and almost asking for permission to exist. That's when Sean calls the boy over for a chat. You might think a friendly gesture, right? Well, you thought wrong, because the Irishman surprises the newcomer with a kind of welcome that only Sean Maguire would consider normal.
Hello, Arthur.
Hey, come over here.
Come over here, O'Driscoll.
You know, I ain't no O'Driscoll.
Our old neighbor back in Donegal was called O'Driscoll. We couldn't stand him neither. You want some, big man? Don't annoy me, boy. Ah.
As you could see, Kieran took a headbutt because of a random neighbor that Sean had in Ireland. Unbelievable. Sean's approach to solving conflicts is simply out of this world. Moving on to the 5th spot, we have him again, Bill Williamson, once again drunk on moonshine and roaming around the camp like a drunk peacock looking for trouble. This time the target is Javier Esquela, who was quietly sharpening his knife until Marion decided it would be a great idea to poke his colleague. Bill throws a greaser at Javier to provoke him. This term back then was used in a derogatory way to refer to people with uniforms and Mexicans, implying dirtiness, low status, and inferiority. In other words, a very direct and heavy insult. And of course, the outcome couldn't be any different. While Bill tries to act tough, Javier shows in practice that there is a huge difference between talking tough and knowing how to fight. Check it out.
Hey, greaser, what you doing?
Excuse me?
I said, what you doing, greaser?
I'm just playing with my knife, sheep fucker. Just playing with my knife. Should I?
Be my guest.
Get out of here, you drunken fool.
Jack needs you calm.
Arriving at the 4th place, we have the first fight of our top 10, starring women Molly and Kieran. Molly is at the peak of emotional breakdown because of Dutch's distance, paranoid and insecure, feeling like everyone in the camp is talking about her. She decides to do what anyone who has completely lost their filter would do, go after Kieran to demand gossip that may not even exist. It's the kind of moment where you look and think, this is not going to end well, and well, it really doesn't. Molly goes on the attack full of accumulated anger, poking, provoking, and escalating the argument until things spiral out of control. And when Kieran reacts, well, the result speaks for itself. Check it out.
Is your problem, you little strumpet?
Please go away.
What is your problem?
I got lots of problems. Mostly I drink too much.
What's your problem with me?
Nothing but the obvious.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means go away.
Just who do you think you are saying them things about me?
I'm the dumb strumpet. Now get lost.
Look at me! Look at me! You little...
Damn you! And And you be careful before you hit me again, you goddamn moron! Dutch or no Dutch, you'll be up there with the angels playing harp before sunset. You hear me?
Gonna be one of them days.
You okay?
She's lucky that's all she got.
She's going through a rough time of it.
Opening the podium of our list, we have none other than Micah Bell III, the most welcoming and friendly citizen towards immigrants that this camp has ever seen. This time he gets into a fight with none other than Javier Escuela. That's right, for the first time on the list we have a showdown between two of the gang's top guns, two skilled, proud, and strong-willed men, and of course one of them is Micah, so chaos is guaranteed. The beef starts exactly as you would imagine, with Micah being Micah. He can't go a single day without poking someone, and he throws out a go back to Mexico thinking it wouldn't have consequences. The reality is that serious consequences ensue.
What you staring at?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, well, the devil punishes people who stare.
That's so.
Why don't you fuck off back to Mexico? Huh?
Why don't you fuck off back to hell?
You hit like you dress. All feminine. Oh, I'll wipe that smile off your face one day. Believe me.
You had that coming.
You shut your mouth, Morgan.
That has made my day.
Coming in second place, we have a discussion between John Marston and Abigail Roberts. Some people may even question the presence of this event so high on the list, but it deserves this space precisely because it is the only moment here with true emotional weight. It's not a fight fueled by alcohol, nor by cheap provocation, nor by momentary outbursts. It's an open wound between two people who love each other but who live in a cycle of frustration and demands. The discussion stems from John's refusal to be a good father to Jack. This generates constant fights and accumulated feelings of a heavy atmosphere that runs through the entire chapter 2. And as painful as it is to admit, this moment exposes an essential part of John's personality at that stage of the story. A man full of doubts, insecurities, and even questioning the boy's paternity. It's a sad, human, and above all, real moment. Check it out.
Is there any point in me trying to get you to act like some kind of father to the boy? Huh?
Listen, Abigail, you deserve so much more than I can manage. I guess I just don't know much about fathering.
Oh, it's real easy.
What do I do?
Can we get a little privacy here, Arthur? Please? Pretty much the exact opposite of what you have been.
Real funny.
Oh, I ain't joking. Just use that tiny brain of yours, and whatever you think is right and proper, do the exact opposite. Then, you'll raise a man.
Just like your mama did? Raise a real man like you? Arthur, do you mind?
John? Hey, John.
What do you want?
Is that how you speak to me?
I guess it is.
You miserable Scotch sack of shit. Ugh.
Nice tongue you got there, lady.
14. Leading our top 10 and taking first place, we have him, Micah Bell III, naturally, and on the other side, simply Charles Smith. Charles is the kind of man who speaks little, observes a lot, and only takes action when there is no alternative. He is one of the calmest members of the gang, but also one of the most lethal, able to face entire battles alone and come out standing, as we saw in the fight mission at Valentine's Saloon. And it's precisely with this guy that Micah decides to mess with. Check it out.
Hey, Redskin, go fetch me something to eat.
Excuse me?
I said, fetch me something to eat. Eat that. You wanna watch that temper of yours, boy? What are you looking at, cowboy?
You seen this, Susan?
As you could see in a complete outbreak of lack of lucidity or pure stubbornness, Micah decides to call Charles red skin and even asks him to bring something to eat as if Charles were his butler. It's an absurd attempt to belittle the man, treating him as inferior, and the term red skin, besides being outdated, is extremely offensive to Native Americans as it reduces entire entities to a racial caricature created by colonizers, historically used to dehumanize, ridicule, and justify violence against indigenous peoples. In other words, pure racism without mincing words. That's why I chose this event to lead the top 10, as it epitomizes exactly who Micah is. An agent of chaos, racist, manipulative, and unable to see any person as an equal. For him, women, blacks, immigrants, or Native Americans are nothing more than disposable tools. But now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with this list, or would you change anything? Leave your version in the comments because I'm eager to see how you guys would rank the Van der Linde Camp shenanigans. I'm sure that you who are watching this video haven't experienced even half of these events in your gameplay, and this is not your fault. The game has an absurd amount of interactions, and these fights only happen when a specific combination of time, chapter, and even completed mission align perfectly. It's practically a social camp lottery. If you guys enjoyed this video, I can bring a special one just with the rarest events of the Van der Linde gang. Things that most players have never seen and may not even know exist. So if you want to see this special, give that like to support the content and strengthen the channel. Want to know what are the 15 secret weapons you can get right now in Red Dead Redemption 2? Rare pistols, golden guns, and tools that will give you an advantage from the beginning of the game. We'll show you where to find them and how to unlock them. If you want to learn these methods step by step, click now on the yellow arrow, check out the complete guide. A big hug until next time.